Well, good afternoon. I truly hope that for everyone experiencing this winter weather storm that's affecting a lot of the nation, I truly hope that everyone is safe and warm. But that's not going to stop the show for today. So, hello, thank you for joining Just the Tip, Season 3, Episode 3. Today, we are talking about something that is ultimately very important. We are talking about um, endings, basically, how endings are not endings, they're actually beginnings. Um, we're talking about life insurance, AKA, as we like to call it, love insurance. Um, it's something that is extended beyond time, basically. So before I go any further, I'm just going to go ahead and get everyone added. So y'all give me just a second here. We're just waiting for all of our peeps to come in. Hey, how you doing today?
I'm good. You?
I'm warm. So yeah, I can't complain at all. I am warm today.
Amen. Amen.
So we are just waiting on everybody else to join us. How have you been faring with all of this
Oh, I'm
weather?
still working.
You
Yeah,
still
yeah.
working?
I'm working, man. I'm about to go. I just got me a new client today, and so we're gonna get them set up. And yeah, we working. We don't get nothing about no damn code. I mean, yeah, we don't get nothing about no damn code. Shit, we
That's
got to
what's
get
up,
it. Yeah,
Demi.
we
What's
don't.
good? What's
I
good?
can't hear you.
Oh, yeah. We don't make no.
Hold on, hold on,
We
hold on.
don't make no excuses. Make that stuff
Can't hear
happen.
Gotta make that money, honey. Demi, what's good with you? How you been? We can't hear you.
you. Can't hear me? I can't hear
Oh, no,
y'all.
I can hear you now.
You can hear me? I can't hear you.
Barely, barely.
Man, this is some bullshit. Hold on, let me go out and come back.
All right.
No, no, you good.
Y'all wasn't there.
We can hear you.
She done exited out. So let's
I was
see.
just messing with her. Nah, I mean, yeah, but no. We good. The family's good. Everybody's warm. We safe up in this thing. Oh snap!
Uh-oh, that don't sound good.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. I forgot something. Uh, it's all good. All good.
All right. Give me just a second here. Now, I can't see anybody else on the screen. Is it just me and you?
Just me and you.
All right. So I
Just,
just sent a request to Darius. Let's see if he's able to join us.
don't let me bring out my playlist. Trying to tell you. Trying to tell you, boy.
We're going to show our age if we do all that.
I ain't worried about.
Y'all,
Look here, look here. That's the goal. That's the goal.
you talking about music?
You,
Yeah,
huh?
we talk about music.
See, I'm the one to talk to about music because I'll go back before y'all.
Come
So
on.
I'm not showing anybody's age.
Listen, let's check this out. Homeboy mine, I was like, hey, I took him to 1969. I showed him the very first rap. Yeah. It's called, I can't think of, I can't think of his name right now. But it's called Here Come the Judge. Yeah.
Demi, if you're watching, I'm not sure what's going on. It's not letting me add you back in. I see your request, but it's not letting me add you. So I guess we can. Let me see. I'm not sure what the issue is. All right,
Uh-oh.
I just sent you. There you go. There you go.
I put myself in the game because I don't know what you was doing. I don't know what
Hey,
you.
I added you. I added you. All
No,
right.
no, no. I,
So,
I added myself.
so how are you faring through all this weather? You good?
You forgot where I was raised.
I forgot. I
This ain't
forgot.
shit to me.
I
I
forgot.
just
My
this
bad. East Coaster.
like I
My
said,
bad.
this ain't
Darius,
nothing
how you
but
faring through everything?
stay your ass in
Last night,
Chicago, bro. That's what you
last
could
night
do.
I went to I decided I want to go take my car drifting.
What you said?
What
I
you
couldn't
doing
hear
over there,
you.
Darius?
Huh?
So what you doing over
I'm yeah.
there? He just got real good,
Oh,
like
see, you
Uh,
can tell, but I
all
decided
right, so let's go ahead and get this conversation on the road. So, is are y'all aware of what we're talking about today?
love
what's going
insurance,
on in
life,
life.
or the other way around, life insurance and love insurance. Yeah, I
That
was
part,
watching this time. I was watching
that
this
part,
time.
that part.
I'll go
So,
last.
let me ask y'all: when you think life insurance, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Giving my wife a reason to take me out after I put that $1 million life insurance policy on me.
You didn't watch too much TV.
Dale, Dale.
Nah,
No more,
life insurance
no
is
more
make
ID channel for you. Yeah.
it's making sure that your people ain't ass out when you die, or making sure that you get put away the way you would like to be put away, or making sure that your people still doing good a little bit for a little while once you pass away. It's all about dying, though. Jesus Christ,
Life
it's blood
insurance,
money, blood money.
to me, life insurance means legacy. That's what it means to me. Um, I guess. Okay, Octavius, what does it mean to you? Oh, we can't hear you.
So his sound ain't that some
His mic is muted.
Let's see. Your mic is muted. Let's see if we can unmute you.
Damn, I'm over here looking
We
homeless.
can't. Let's see. I'm not sure what happened.
Can you hear me
Okay,
now?
there you go. There you
Yeah, we can
go.
hear you. I hear
All
you.
right. Right on. So when I think about, most people think about life insurance, you think about death, and that's how it was when I first started. When I first thought about life insurance, before I actually got into the industry. So um, I just thought about somebody die and they might get a check. Maybe
Blood money.
it could, and from where I'm from, it may have been just enough to pay just to bury somebody. It
That
may
part.
just have been, it may have been just enough to cremate them. So just depending on how much you got there. So that was my first idea, thoughts of life insurance. But when you get more advanced and understanding what it is, it's really leaving a legacy uh, for the next generation. So
Exactly. Exactly. So, Octavius, I know you have some experience in this realm. Um, what are some of the obstacles that you've seen most people face when it comes to life insurance?
what do you mean? You said obstacles?
Yeah, like what have some people stated are obstacles for them?
I'm not sure about obstacles, but I will say that I think it's a conversation that's not really had in a lot of families. Nobody really
Agreed.
necessarily wants to talk about death, but that we all know that's a part of life, and so we should kind of talk about, hey, this is what would happen if, in worst case scenario, something was to happen. You know what I'm saying? We need to know these things, especially when you have like multiple kids, and
Yeah.
you know your kids' characteristics more than anybody else, right? You know
Mm-hmm.
who gonna stand on business. You know who may not, they'll fumble the bag, and so you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
those are things that need to be talked about and discussed, and so one of the main obstacle though to answer your question is it's not discussed.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know. I used to work in the insurance field myself. One of the biggest misconceptions that I would see people have is the fact that you're never too young to have life insurance, because tomorrow ain't promised to nobody. Death don't discriminate against nobody. Whether you're a minute old, whether you're 100 years old, it does not discriminate. So you're never too young to have a life insurance policy.
I know you're
Yep.
That's just
telling
my
the
thought.
truth.
What's that, Demi?
I didn't find out I had life insurance policy until my grandma passed away. Mind you, and I'm only gonna say this once. I was born in '79. Okay, she had that life insurance since since '82. I was like, damn, grandma. Okay, so and she
What's that?
told
It's a lot of
me,
feedback. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I hear it too.
me too, a little bit, but it was like, oh, damn. She had that shit. It had that shit in it. I don't know if that was just something that she was just one of them older. You got some old people like that, old black people that do that.
Hmm.
And she just happened to be one. And she told me like maybe about 3 years before she passed, she was like, I'm getting old because she was 92 when she passed. It took her at 90 to tell me I'm getting old. Uh, I ain't gonna be here too much longer. And when something do happen to me, you got a little money coming. Make sure you don't spend it all. Put some up. Don't spend it
Yeah.
all.
I'm
I
not
ain't gonna
sure
tell
which
you if
one
I
of us got
spent
the
it all.
feedback, but I do hear it.
Let me see. Can you mute?
But
It's
yeah,
you.
it's me.
No, it's the young old man.
Oh, it's Darius.
Say something. See,
Well, I mean, to
it's you
what
too.
Octavius was saying, it's very true that it's not discussed, and it's not discussed enough in any family, in my opinion. Um, because a lot of people, I know I used to be one of those people that thought I couldn't even afford life insurance policies. Life
Mm.
insurance policies, they really, if you get the right one, get with the right person, because some of these companies do be trying to rob you. I ain't gonna lie, some of them do. But if you get with the right company and get the policy that's right for you and your family, it's really not gonna cost but a few pennies, to be honest. Can't
You
hear
Yeah.
you,
gotta stay
Well,
Demi.
consistent.
so
You
There you
gotta
go.
stay
if
consistent
I
with
can
it
weigh
though.
in a little bit on there, right now,
Of course.
I've gotten my license to sell insurance and stuff at one point. Now I did I let it expire, but that's a whole other story for another day. Anyway, if I was your agent and I was sitting down with you, I would actually talk about your goals, right? Because there's different types of products when you talk about life insurance. And so the
Hmm.
thing is, we just think about I die, they get money. And then a lot of times what I used to hear in the call center being on the phones, man, that's my man, and they'll figure it out. I'll be gone. Well,
That's
that's
all.
a
That's all.
bad perspective to have because a lot of those people they say that they're Christians and Proverbs talks about a good man leaves an inheritance for his kids. Well, we won't go there, but we won't make it that. But you get what I'm trying to say. And
Right.
so the thing is, a lot of times we get it kind of like it's a good thing to do, but we don't know exactly. We just look at it like I pass away, they get money, but you can actually leverage it and become your own bank with it as well. That's the
That's very
part
true.
that we don't know about. You can leverage it and be your own bank. I borrowed against my life insurance policy and paid my truck cash, and I ain't have to pay no interest. I paid my policy back, and we good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Life
Have to
insurance.
forget them banks.
That's why it's considered love insurance, because it is a platform to help build generational wealth. That's the secret a lot of
That's
people
true.
don't know.
Now you mix that in with the trust, and that
That's a conversation for another time.
Now I just got through having a real in-depth conversation about trust with my cousin, and of course we'll get to that another time, like you said. But yeah, it was definitely intriguing.
Yeah, yeah. And see, with life insurance, again, I have to reiterate how you're never too young or never too old to get it. Life insurance ensures that your loved ones are not left holding that bag of debt. Because let's be real, it's not free or cheap to die.
Right.
Something still has to be done with your earthly body. Um,
Mm-hmm.
debt, debt don't disappear. It don't go away. It just pretty much trickles on to the next person. So you in a mound of debt, guess who has to deal with all that debt once you're gone?
Come on, come on.
So life insurance is um, a way for your loved ones to not have to drown in your debt if you have any. So Darius, you're being kind of
Facts.
quiet on that.
So I'm a young cat.
What happened?
I'm a young cat. I'm listening. I don't really know. Because, I mean, I know you took out a life insurance policy on me, yeah?
Yeah, but it never having multiple life insurance policies does not hurt. You're at an age to where you can also get a policy for yourself. It never hurts to have more than one policy. Even though I have policies on my kids, that doesn't mean you can't have a policy on yourself.
Okay.
And like the one my grandma had on me, they told me they was like, if you like, we can transfer the policy over into your name, and then you can just continue to keep paying. And then the money that's on here, you can take some out, leave some in, and just keep on adding on to it. It was
That's
cheap
very
too.
true.
I was like, had me feeling like I should have been doing this. But I will say it takes a while. It took a little while um to get it, but
Also, I don't think it's me for the feedback.
I think it might be Octavia since he's driving. Yeah.
Yeah. I've
ooh,
been muted this whole time.
but it is feedback coming from you too, though,
Mmm.
just a little bit.
A little
He
bit.
just had background noise. That's all. But
Yeah, it was
I
just
can
it
hear
was because
myself.
he's driving. That's all. That's all. But okay,
But
so
you got to take it off mute so we can hear you, though.
who's that?
Octavius,
Oh,
he's saying something.
yeah, we can't hear you.
I just muted it.
There you go. Nah,
Yeah.
you good. You
So what
good.
I'm saying, I'm just saying that background I had just muted it.
Nah, you good. You good. So all right, Demi, you said that. Did you get the policy transferred over to you?
Some of it.
Okay. All right. So you actually have
Some
a
of it.
policy.
Yeah. When I
You
say
actually have a
some,
policy on
I mean
yourself.
some. I got some on me. And I don't know if I'm all the way covered, but I'm covered in Jesus. You see? And this is just one of those things that
I love Billy,
like
man.
I say, it depends on who it was. Cause like my grandma, she had it and she was older than my mom. But my mom, on the other hand, she was, I don't know, she was one of them. We didn't talk about counseling and stuff like that. And she didn't have no life insurance. And once she got sick, she tried to go get some, and they was like, no, it's too
Yeah.
late. Like you already been diagnosed with something terminal. I mean, something good could happen, but in the meantime, I mean, it's not likely. So, and I will tell you, um, she was against being cremated. She was against it. Her mom wanted to be cremated, and she was like, "I don't care what you say, I'm not cremating you." And she's out in the cemetery in Webster. But because I was away, put it like that, when she passed away. I was locked
You
up.
said
I'm just
what?
saying shit. I was
You,
locked up when my mom passed away.
oh, okay. I
Okay,
thought you
so
said you
I
was
didn't
in the
really.
way.
No, I was a way. I didn't really have a lot of say so as much as I would have if I was home. But because she didn't have life insurance, this is the dark side. Because she didn't have life insurance, I think she passed. Let me say, I know she passed November the 12th. They wasn't able to figure out what they was gonna do until like I want to say like the first week of December.
That's
So
a
she,
while.
yeah, that's one thing. And then they couldn't come up with enough money for an entire funeral, so they had to cremate her. And I was like, oh hell no, they cremated my mama. I still got reservations about that, so I'm not gonna really go too touch too much on that. But I do know that if she had life insurance, that it would have been if she could have got put away where she wanted to get put away.
The one
And
thing
she
that,
had, and she got a plot. She already had a plot. Her dad had already
yeah,
paid for a plot, so she already had a plot and everything. So we just didn't couldn't come up with the money to give her an actual funeral.
and see, that's something that actually breaks my heart when people don't have these conversations about life insurance, about, what's going to happen afterwards. When people don't take having life insurance policies seriously, you end up with all these GoFundMe accounts. You end up with
Mm-hmm.
people
People
trying to
selling
sell
plates.
plates. Yeah,
That's a
it's
big
like
one.
that's too much. It's you're
He said
still
he won't
ending
be
up
on
having to
camera.
pay the money.
Your grandson said he wanted to be part of the. Look. Oh,
What
that's cute.
happened?
Your grandson, he said he want to be part of the group. He said he got something to say.
Something to
That's cute.
Go
That's
ahead,
so
say what you
cute.
gotta say.
Nah, if you start talking, I'm out of here, bro. Deuces.
say.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Well, actually, um, nah,
uh
seriously though. But like I said, I have reservations about it. But at the same time, I had to tap myself on the shoulder and say it went down the way it probably go down a lot of times, and a lot of times, it'd be different when it touch home, you know. And that's why those people be selling those dinners and out there on the corners pictures saying, "Hey, you having GoFundmes and church functions and all of that," because like you said, it ain't cheap to die. You might
it's
as well
not.
go ahead and spend that little 800 and burn me and put it in a little sitting at home. I mean, sit me on the shelf.
You got something to say, Octavius?
As far as I'm sorry, it's the background. I'm like, it's a little bit drowning out, but I mean, I think that we should think about the future and not put ourselves in position to be trying to do GoFundMe's because when death happens, I would just rather focus on mourning and not trying to handle
Yeah,
business.
right.
Right.
So if you take care of your business up front, you don't have to worry about those things. Like so, I I have certain things in place in my life to where something happens to me or whatever. I've already paid for my funeral. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I don't plan on going nowhere no time soon. Let me be clear.
But
I am not.
death is
I will.
inevitable.
Listen. This is recorded. I will not take myself out the game ever. In case the Matrix come from me, I'm not taking myself out the game.
That part.
But no, like those are things we need to think about the future. You know, a lot of times we only think about today.
Right. Right on that. That is definitely true, and that's why, yes, we do need to live every day as if it were our last. That's not saying ball out of control. Don't go do stupid shit that's gonna get you taken out. It just means that we do have to cherish what we have first and foremost, but we also have to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. That's what this whole life is really all about. Cherishing what we have, living life to the fullest, preparing for the worst, hoping for the best. Thoughts from anyone else?
Wonderful.
Death gonna have to catch me. Okay?
Well,
Death
it
gonna
ain't
have to
rough,
catch
Robbie.
me. Hey, if I can, it's gonna have to catch me. I'm gonna put up a good ass fight, just like all the other women and the family members in my life that have gotten sick. Ain't nobody go out like no fucking conk. You feel me? We fought
Facts.
a good one. You
I
hear me?
mean, even if
Like,
death got to catch you, we still got to make sure we have our loved ones,
oh yeah.
set up.
I mean, yeah. Um,
But I mean
I don't
that
know.
goes back into
That's
the
true.
last two episodes where there's
Yep,
levels to it.
I missed
there
missed
definitely
last
is.
week. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, guys.
yeah. Just like you said, there's levels to it. There's levels to life insurance. There's different types of policies. So
But also, life insurance falls into another stage of wealth.
it does.
So I
It truly
mean,
does. So, okay, Mr. Youngster, what's your understanding of all of that?
pretty much the explanation on why I work, well, why I'm trying to work two, three jobs at a time.
Which is,
I'm trying to set not my future, well, not well, yeah, my future, but not only my future, my family's future, my future family's future. This is I'm trying to build my legacy.
okay. So, aside from the policy I have on all
Hmm.
my children, where do you fall in this whole life insurance thing? Do any of your jobs offer life insurance? Have you taken advantage of it?
Yes and no. Yes and no. Uh,
Cause people like, I don't want them taking that money out my check. I'll go get my own life insurance. That's how I go.
that's pretty much
Uh-huh.
how it is.
I know, cause you don't be knowing. It's like I feel like they took more than what I agreed to.
Like, and then at the same time, I didn't know I can have more than one life insurance policy.
Yeah, you very much so can.
Now that I know that,
It's your life,
I'm for
bro.
sure finna take out another one.
I know, right?
So, Octavius, would you like to break down the different types of policies that they have?
Yeah. So
They
you have one called a term policy, in which you would use that if you just need insurance for a certain period of time. I think the minimum is like 10 years, right? And so usually I would probably recommend that. That could be something that you can use to say, so let's say me and you are married and we got a 30-year mortgage and we got about 20 years left. Something happens to me, at least you could pay off the mortgage, right?
Hmm.
If you don't do nothing else, you can at least not have to worry about paying mortgage. You got your house, you know what I'm saying? Don't hurry up and move another nigga in there. But this,
Oh,
but
damn.
but but you know what I'm saying? That would be one less thing you'd have to worry about, right?
Right.
Then you have a whole life policy, which that actually accumulates some cash value, and so over time, as you pay into it, you can actually borrow against it. Uh, that doesn't mean you. Let me be clear. When you say borrow, that means you pay it back. All right. So most people borrow and they don't pay it back. Anyway, um, but you
That
can.
part.
Yeah. So when you can borrow against the policy for certain things, right? I'll give you an example. I have a whole life policy on my grandson, and by the time he turns 18, he can literally cash it out and have $20,000, $30,000. And I don't know about you, that's not a whole lot of money. But if I'm 18, that's
That's
a
a new
good
car.
head
What you
start.
mean?
Say
It's a
what
good
now?
start.
That is a good start.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying. Most 18-year-olds start off with nothing.
That'll pay for a couple classes through college.
Yeah, or yeah. So whatever he
Yeah.
decides to do, but what I'm trying to say is he's only 2 years old right now. So by the time that accumulates, you can have some money. Lord forbid something was to happen to him. You know what I'm saying? We're not getting no dinners together neither, right? So then you
Mhm.
have that aspect. Then they have a thing they call universal policies. Now that cash value actually grows a lot better and a lot faster if you use it the right way.
As
So
in,
it is almost an investment because you can actually leverage that and have good return as far as how can I put it? If you were to pass away, but you can also leverage that to where you can have better cash value and actually take from it if need be. You can even take from it to where you don't have to pay it back as well. So but the thing is, you have to kind of always sit down with somebody and actually plan those things out on which way you want to go. Most people will probably get a whole life policy, and a lot of times people they might just need a term, which would be the cheapest route, cheapest premium for you to pay.
But we also have to be clear and say with those term policies, you can't really borrow against those.
And you don't build no cash value, and once that time is up, that time is up.
Exactly. Exactly.
Amen.
Me
So,
personally, I've never been a fan of the term policies. In my opinion, if you're not a certain age, they're a waste of money.
wait. So, quick question. Quick question.
Yeah, what's
Universal
up?
is Universal kind of like an IRA?
Like what?
An IRA.
no,
Yeah, nah, I wouldn't compare it to that.
that's when you start getting into like annuities. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, that's more investment. That's putting up your own money for investment.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's a good question though. But what I would recommend for anyone that is serious about securing their future, as far as making sure their loved ones are taken care of once they pass, find somebody that you can actually sit down and have a conversation with. It is very much so worth the time. It is very much so worth the money. um I mean, you have some life insurance policies that might be a little pricey, but it all just depends on what fits what you need, the package that is
I got a
suitable to
question
your
for
life.
you on that one. And this one comes back to last episode. What about the ones that can't really afford it or can't really fit it into their budget?
Honestly, there's a policy for everybody.
Okay.
Am I right, Octavius?
That's true, and I would say plan for it, right? So you don't jump out the gates investing, right? You want to take things into steps, right? So, for instance, you want to first of all get out of debt. You want to start, living on less than what you make, and then you want to start looking at, okay, now that we're here, now how does that look when I start investing and I start thinking about my future and stuff like that? But yeah, if you're like check to check, I mean, maybe it's not your time right now, but you need to get there.
True, but this also goes back to the first episode where we were talking about generational wealth being a mindset.
Yeah.
You got to change your mindset first.
Yeah.
What is going on in your current situation that is not a necessity that you could do without? Like, do you really need that new pair of J's?
That's a
Mm.
fact. That's a fact.
Do you really need to go eat out 3, 4, 5 times a week?
Yes. No, just play. I'm just playing.
Actually, I do.
But I mean,
There
these
are those
are
people
all the
that
things that
that
have.
has to eat out 3, 4, 5 times a week because they're always like traveling and stuff like that though.
Wait, say that again.
Like there's those ones that has to eat out 3, 4, 5 times a week because they're never really home too.
Then
Right.
plan it.
You
Then
gonna
what you do
starve
is
to
you want to
death if you
plan it,
don't.
and you make you a sandwich.
That's a fact.
I mean, how many
There you go.
sandwiches can you eat though, bro?
I mean, it depends on what you
Sacrifice.
I
foresee
done
for your
been there.
future.
I done been there. I'm like, damn, I'm tired of these damn sandwiches, bro.
But I mean, it
I'm
goes down.
serious.
It boils down to a mindset and knowing what you can and can't afford, what you do need and not need to do. You know, it's mindset. If you really want to take care of those that you love, you know, it's you gotta adjust your mindset.
That is true, and I definitely agree upon that.
That's a fact.
I think that everybody should read, always read Think and Grow Rich. I think everybody by Napoleon Hill. I think everybody should read Richest Man in Babylon. And you can even get, if you don't like to read, you can get the audio book on YouTube. So, uh, but I think everybody should listen to it or read it or whatever. But I think they should always have that in rotation at least once a year.
Well, whenever you get a chance, Octavius, send me those, or actually drop them in the comments once we're done with this live, so
Okay. And
everybody will know.
Dave Ramsey total money makeover. Yep. And then those are all audio. Like you can like listen to those on YouTube. So you know what I'm saying?
You can even go
Yeah.
watch Dave Ramsey on YouTube.
Huh? Yeah, I was just saying you can listen to all three of those on YouTube, but I think everybody should definitely do that.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I do want to revisit something that was said. You said, Octavius, that if you live in paycheck to paycheck, that maybe life insurance is not the best investment. I have to disagree with that. I definitely have to disagree, simply because, again, we got to think mindset. It is actually a necessity. And I'm going to use myself as an example. I mean, I'm not the wealthiest person, I'm not the poorest person. You know, I'm in the middle right there, but I'm a single mother. You know, as a single mother, that has to be important for me, because if something happens to me, what happens to my kids if I don't have life insurance? You know, my kids are up shit creek, or God
Without a
forbid,
paddle.
exactly. God forbid something happens to one of my kids. I mean, if I'm not paying this life insurance policy as a single mother, how am I going to be able to afford to bury my child?
Well, again, let me add some context to my statement though. Um, I'm not saying don't don't do it or for too long, but what you want to do is I would say that if you're check to check, we're gonna have to look at your budget and we got to shave some of that fat first.
Mm-hmm.
That way you can fit it in there. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, so but you gotta get there though, real quick. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, yeah. I had to add that context because no, I agree. It is very important. And but yeah, that particular day you get that light bulb goes off. Yeah, you may not be ready.
Yeah, I mean, and I would say if you are working for someone that does offer life insurance, man, get it. Like, honestly, a life insurance policy for me and all my kids, I don't think I'm paying more than $50 a month to my employer. So it can actually be very affordable. Now, that health insurance, that's something completely different. That's a whole different beast.
Uh, uh,
But the
yeah.
life insurance is normally pretty affordable if you give it a chance
That's
through your
crazy.
employer.
That's crazy to me.
What's that?
Why is health insurance a lot more difficult than life
That's
insurance?
a whole nother subject. That's a
That
whole
part.
nother subject.
That part.
Yeah,
But
the health industry. That's an episode right
Yeah,
there.
that's a whole nother segment. And
You
that's one part
gotta make
one.
that into an
That's
episode.
3-part
That's a
segment.
whole episode, man. Because
That
yeah,
right there
let
can
me tell
even
you
go
something.
down to this bullshit we doing right now. They put on the news. Hey,
Let me tell you
hey,
something. I talked to a doctor
it's
one time.
here. Hey, it's catastrophic outside. Y'all make sure y'all go to the grocery store and go get as much stuff as y'all can. And
ain't
then
shit
what is
left.
it
What you mean?
catastrophic? Like, well, come on, man, huh?
Ain't shit left for the grocery stores. What you mean?
That's because everybody follow protocol. That's what they want us to do. So they in cahoots. You see what I'm saying? They in cahoots.
What you
See,
was gonna say,
They got us out here
Octavius?
I think
wasting
I got the
money
advantage when people go to the grocery store
at the
because
beginning of the
I got
month.
other spots to
Now
go
the
to other than
people who
grocery
went out there and
stores.
spent their rent money. Now what? Let's not, don't
Shout out to the
don't even go
landlord.
there with me. Don't do this to me right now, okay? Because Lord Jesus, I'm gonna be start speaking about too much experience, knowing I'm private. Lord
Well, I
Jesus.
guess you
Octavius,
gotta
you was
make
gonna say
an
something
episode
earlier.
out of it.
Oh no, I was just saying how I remember a conversation I had with a doctor years ago. I was working in retail, and I was showing them. They were looking at some stuff at clearance, and he was like, "You see this item right here? We charge at the hospital for the same item. We charge $30-$40 for it. It's something that was a $2 item.
Oh
It
yeah, I'll
was
take you $34 for a
crazy.
Band-Aid.
It's crazy. Like man, when you go, listen. It would be cheaper for you to eat right, drink, take care of yourself.
But
Your main,
even it's expensive to buy healthy food.
I was just about to
But,
say that.
It's
Man,
like
yeah,
they
ain't it
trying to
but
take
crazy?
us out.
but
They
no,
but
hold
trying to
on,
take us
hold
out.
on, hold on though. It's really not though. It's because look at it this way. Like go to a fish market. An actual fish. Don't go to a grocery store. Go to a fish market. Buy your shit in bulk. You'll wind up spending less money than you because like for me for example, people spend $150, 5 steaks. I'll go to a meat market. I'll spend $150 on a 20-pound chuck roll, cut 22 inch and a quarter steaks out of that.
But I'm
Boom.
eating healthy. I ain't supposed to be eating that shit. What is you talking about, boy? I'm talking
I'm
about
nah, but look,
seafood
look, hold on,
and
hold on, hold on, hold
chicken.
on. One of the best natural remedies,
I wish I could eat. I want
honey,
steak right now.
natural raw
Yeah,
honey. I got like six of
that's
these.
expensive too.
This wasn't for me.
But look, like you just said, honey,
I buy it in
that's
bulk
remedy to a whole lot of stuff when it comes down to sickness and health. And why is it so expensive? Why that little ass bear in the store cost me five
because that's
damn
not
dollars?
natural raw honey. That's the
Right.
But it's honey. Just
no,
imagine how the natural
no,
Now,
shit,
see,
how
we
much
getting off
no,
natural
into
stuff.
another episode right now.
no. That's
But
not
this
honey.
got to
Is
do
not
with
honey.
finances, damn it. Yeah. Yeah,
So,
you're killing. I'm fighting for my life.
so, Demi, what is one thing that you would like for the audience to take away from today's conversation?
Go out there and get health insurance, not health insurance, a death policy, because you don't want your people. Okay, especially if you want to be put away a particular kind of way, especially. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have on the, I'm gonna speak from experience. If you want the lavender dress, and you want to be bedazzled up, cause you was fancy and fly in your life, okay? If you want that beautiful coffin, that purple beautiful coffin, if you want that, you want your hair done, you know what I'm saying? You want to look good, you don't want to be left out too long. Go get some help. I mean, death policy, as I call it. Because I'm just saying, I'm speaking from experience because I know how
Yeah.
this lady thought, and she would have knew things went down the way they went down after she was gone. She would have went. She would have went and took care of that. Yeah, like you said, it really don't even cost that much. Even if it's just for that. That's for the selfish people. Okay. Now for the ones, I'm just saying that for the ones that want to make sure that your kids, especially, you never know, you could pass away in your kids' teenagers. What they supposed to do? You know what they supposed to do? They teenagers. So
This is true.
you might want to be like he said when his grandson turned 18. He can go start a life. He can go start him a life with that money. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He can go invest in himself for his life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's definitely in that case a generational wealth type. But
exactly.
you gotta watch yourself because you could have that girlfriend that's like, oh, so you got $1 million policy, huh? Drink this. You know what I'm saying? We
Uh-uh.
don't need that. So yeah, but that's my spiel on it, and that's me speaking from personal experience. So yeah.
Darius, what's something you want the viewers to take away from today's conversation?
Same thing. We've been. It's pretty much honestly from what I read from this season. This season, if it's not informative to a lot of people, we'll get a lot of people to realize they need to get their shit together.
Cause ain't nobody gonna do it for you.
Exactly.
Exactly. Exactly.
They
Octavius,
trying to they
what's
trying to take us out.
what's one thing you want our viewers to take away today?
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. What you want to do is, first of all, you want to get your mind right. All right. And you want to take the steps and measures so that way you can be right for not only yourself, but for the next generation, right? Because we can't talk about generational wealth and you're still thinking about yourself. You're selfish. You're a generational thief. That's right. Yeah, you're a generational thief.
Talk
Yeah, I
to
said it. Yeah, Uncle Bam said it. You're a generational thief. I said it. Anyway, so but as far as when you talk about life insurance, now I think that's when you start talking about levels, that's kind of like the first step when you start thinking about getting out of debt, getting living on less than what you make, and then you start thinking about the future. You know what I'm saying? Because like Jon Snow said on Game of Thrones, winter is coming. You look outside, winter is coming. Yeah,
Ain't gonna
and
be
one
gone in
day,
2 weeks.
winter is coming.
Ain't
You
gonna
can
be
learn a
gone
whole
in
lot
2
from
weeks.
the grasshopper and the ant. You know what I'm saying? Listen, uh, life insurance is definitely something that people need to get. They need to at least know the basics of it. And if you don't know, you need to get with one of us. We can get you tapped in with somebody who can get you that information. For
I mean,
sure.
I feel, yeah, to capitalize on that, I mean, shit, you could be a millionaire, but if you don't got no type of backup plan, no type of retirement plan, insurance, what do you have? I mean, because you can
Mm-hmm.
lose you can use that whole all those millions, you can lose that in a second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is
No,
very
those the
true.
ones that be jumping off the side of buildings and stuff because they didn't have a
Mm-hmm.
plan. They thought they was never gonna be broke.
I
I'm
mean,
just
at the end of
saying.
the day, life insurance is really not about an ending. It's a beginning. In some, if you think about it, it's a beginning. It's dignity secured. It's stability promised. It's you are actually showing that you love your loved ones with life
Now, I do
insurance.
got a
You're showing that you
question, man.
love yourself,
I do got a question,
by
man.
making sure, like Demi said, making sure you're put away that you want to be put away. Because I mean, it's a lot of folks like when they got to get out here and do these GoFundMe's and selling these plates and stuff. They're not able to do for their loved ones what their loved ones wanted or how they would have liked to do it. Because let's be real, we all tired
Right?
of buying plates and donating to GoFundMe's. We all tired of that. Shit was kind of a nice idea at the beginning, but now so many people done it because they didn't
It's played
have.
out.
Right?
Yeah, it's played out.
You don't know who's trust.
Exactly, exactly. And the one thing that kills me is sometimes people do these GoFundMe's and they don't get the outcome that they was looking for, and they get pissed off. Can't be mad at nobody but yourself.
I mean, that happened to me one time, but I wasn't mad
Wait
because
a
I was
minute.
like,
That sounds
I
like a
like
whole
money.
nother. That's
I was like,
that
oh
sounds like a
God.
whole nother thing going on. Cause see,
That's what I'm saying.
see,
Like, stop. Stop doing this to me right now.
See, when you sow seeds, good seeds, it'll come back to you.
That's true.
True.
That's
You know what
true to an
I'm saying?
extent. You
Because
sowed a lot of
because
seeds.
because a lot of people have that
I guess I'm
mentality
getting
of
on the way God want me
my
to.
foe and no more.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just me and mine.
Yeah.
But then when you get into a position like that and you start asking for help, I don't know you like
Oh, okay.
that. So hold on, cuz.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And then
That's very true.
let's go back. We start talking about the love. You know what I'm saying? When I came up, it was show love, get love.
Yeah.
That don't
That's
always be
when
the
we
case
came up
though.
though.
But
But
that
now
I
we
came up
we
when
look.
y'all came up. That don't always be the case, damn it. Because you could be a person that's sat out there and you've been there for a lot of people. And you don't ask for nothing. But when you do, and these niggas be like, ah,
I'm not
Well,
gonna
you
lie.
know
I
what?
said all my life.
it'll change you.
That
I
that's
said all
that's
my
an
life.
episode for another
Yeah,
time.
that'll change
You
you.
know what I'm talking about? I experienced that all my life.
What's that?
Now, I'm not gonna say I witnessed that all my life.
What?
What are you talking about?
What Demi just said.
People putting their neck out there and don't get nothing back, boy.
Hold
You try
on,
to be there
no,
for you try to
son.
be there for people, man. And
Hold
then
on, no, son.
them
Why
people
do I
don't be
feel
there
like
for
you
you,
taking
man.
shots?
No, he might be trying to say he seen you do a lot for people, and them
That's what I
same
say.
people
Why I
didn't do
feel
nothing.
like he
Oh,
taking
okay.
shots.
It wasn't for you. It was for the niggas in the back. That's what it was.
Mm,
Shit. Yeah,
okay,
it's for the
okay.
niggas in the back. In
Bet.
case they see this type shit. You
Yeah.
feel?
Oh
Yeah.
Lord.
No
Okay.
pun intended. But if you wearing those boots, you better walk around them. Just
So
saying.
just to give a little preview of what we're talking about next week, since we're running low on time, we're just going to continue with, like Barry said, this season is our informational season. We did season 1 and season 2 where we identified a lot of the issues within specifically the Black community. Because let's be real, we are a people of very many, and we are a people of lots of power if we really put our minds to it.
Shit, like I said last season, right now it's the best time to be black. Honestly.
We need to act like we them black folk on the dock every day. We need to fight for each other, not necessarily physically, but mentally. We need to stick together. If we ever got together, if we ever really got together, oh,
That part,
it'd
that
be
part.
crazy,
Yeah.
unstoppable.
Yeah.
And that's been
Well,
since the
next week we
beginning
are
of
talking
time.
about marriage, money, and mindsets, and redefining love in our
Hey,
communities,
Mm.
because that
what is it?
marriage,
Mom,
money, and mindset,
I might be
and
vocal on
how we
that.
redefine love in our communities.
I might be vocal on that one.
Dang, you hear me? Oh my
What you
God.
said, Darius?
So I might be vocal on that one. Girl, what's
And
up?
him too. Bring him to the conversation because he got something to say.
You talking about the baby girl?
What's
Oh,
that?
that's a girl.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, Mama. She
Are you
got
talking
something to
about?
say.
You talking about barks a lot? That's what I call
I ain't
her.
gonna tell her
That's my
lie. I
old
love her.
girl.
She's a precious baby.
That's my old girl. No.
Well, I appreciate y'all for hopping into today's dialogue. It was very informative. Um, Octavius, I did get that flyer that you sent. I will make sure I'll drop that gem in the comments of who they can reach out to. You want to
Yeah.
give a little context about the flyer that we're going to post?
Yeah. So we on. A good friend of mine, Tiana Bailey. She's a life insurance agent, so she can always give you information on what type of products you can get if you looking to show love for your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? And so she can really break those down and to the smallest component, right? And I think she's a really good person. I've been knowing her for a few years now. And so, yeah, just reach out to her. She's for us. And Yeah, she's a really good person. So yeah, she's the plug.
And
But
they just got to make sure they say just the tips on them, right?
Yeah, just the tips in them, and yeah, we'll discuss later on in chat how that works. But yeah, all they gotta say is just the tip.
All right, all right. Well, I will drop that gem in the comments once we end this live. Octavius will drop the gems of the books that you can take a look at to kind of help elevate your mindset and get things flowing for you. Anybody else got some last words before we chunk the deuce?
so y'all stay safe out there.
Yeah,
Stay
everybody,
warm.
please,
Yeah.
please stay warm.
Hey,
You
hey,
know.
we safe. Okay.
Well, we up in this
All
thing.
right.
We know how to
Well,
stay
we
out
will
there.
see
Y'all take
y'all.
it easy.
See y'all next week, same place, same day, same time. Peace out.